Hello everyone, and welcome to another Top 5 Records video, and another one in the series in which I'm taking a closer look at the full discography of the Rolling Stones. Now, I have arrived in 2005, which for me personally is very interesting because I remember the moment it got released. I was there. I did not buy the album somehow. Well, I do know why I didn't buy the album. Because everybody was talking about the new Rolling Stones album, and people were asking me, because they knew I listened to the Stones back then, if I had bought the album. And I hadn't. Because I was more interested in their older work than in their newer work. And I hadn't bought the old albums yet, so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna use my money to go and see them. So I went to the Bigger Bang tour. As a matter of fact, the first time I went with my parents. They had seating tickets in the arena here in Amsterdam, which was terrible. So I went again a year after in Nijmegen in the Gofferpark. So I saw them twice during this tour. And I hadn't taken the time to listen to the full album until just now. So what I have here is the Bigger Bang CD. And I'll show you a bit from this release. You know, this is not as impressive as holding up a record. And it has been released on vinyl. I like the artwork. I like the picture, really. It has been released on vinyl, I believe, in a Abbey Roadmaster. But it's very expensive. And I'm not so much of the half-speed Abbey Roadmasters. And, you know, I thought, let's go ahead and buy it on CD. Because nostalgia-wise, I remember the CD coming out. So, but perhaps I'm wrong. Please correct me if you say this album sounds so much better on vinyl, which perhaps there are pressings out there of which I'm not aware. So please fill me in. But I have listened to the album and I have it here in my hands. Or at least I'm holding the book. Like I have the CD. Nice, by the way. I have the CD here and I give it a listen. And before I started, I thought 64 minutes. That might be a bit too long, you know. It might be a bit too long to listen to, especially at that age. And until now, I started listening to the CD era being wary and afraid that it might be too long. And Voodoo Lounge was a bit too long. Bridges to Babylon wasn't. And actually, I don't think A Bigger Bang is too long as well. Now, the Stones are a solid act at this moment, a solid space of music, and you put them on, they control the room, they control the background. Will they have surprising hits? At Bridges to Babylon, I said not. In this album, I think yes. Yeah, there are 3 songs which I think are very solid and good Rolling Stones songs, which I don't know how the following decades will look like, but they might turn into Stones classics. First of all is the hit single of this album, Streets of Love, which is a beautiful ballad. And I really think that Jagger is singing this pretty good. I mean, he is a solid vocalist until this point. He is a solid vocalist. He's constantly convinced. I'm really impressed by what he's doing. Also, Jagger and Richards were on speaking terms again during this album. So the entire dynamics, for them being the producers, and they were working with one producer, and they're in the studio together, the dynamics are different. And, you know, they're both pretty good musicians here. Really. Now, you know, I may sound a bit wondrous because at this moment, these guys have been going on for more than 40 years. Not a lot of bands are still that fresh sounding after 40 years. They're not reinventing themselves at this point. They make a Rolling Stones album, let it be said. But there are good songs. Streets of Love is a very good song. I'm looking at the track list. Biggest Mistake. I really like that one. It's a very good song. And Oh No, Not You Again, which became a live classic during those days of the Rolling Stones Bigger Bang tour. Great songs. As a matter of fact, this is a solid album. This is a very solid album. And I may sound surprised because I was awaiting. I was thinking it might be bad, but It's not good. These guys just kept on rocking. They're a seriously good band. So that's my opinion about A Bigger Bang. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.